Money, Buns, and Ballistic Nuns. This is an anime that would 100% be cancelled if it came out today for ethnically charged wording. An anime where you watch a dating sim of a Japanese man getting psychologically and verbally caressed by dami mommies. This is Black Lagoon. Also, the manga comes back on December 19th.
Starting the series strong with a fist to the face, my guy's about to leak another Playboy Cardi song.
No, please, it's the 5th time this year.
Oh look, it's Kanye's cousin, also known as Kanye East. He just walks up to everyone and he's like, look at me. I am the captain now. They really just went on the ship to steal the data from Shinji. Everyone else is free to go, except for you gotta answer for that. On the ship, Samuel L. Jackson's talking to Mito Tights. She's actually the head of the tracksuit squatter gang. Alright, so the company that Shinji's working for is having a meeting. Long story short, they really don't care about their employees. This is Revy, my childhood crush. She survived Ohio. She kidnapped Shinji for extra ransom money. They tell her that he's probably not worth that much. Revy gets pissed off, kicks a crate, then starts shooting her load like Nick Cannon trying to make Horcruxes. JFK could never pull that off. They stop by an island to get some drinks at a bar. Rock ends up going with them. If this is Thailand, one of them's packing some heat below. We got Florida Man, the crazy bitch, and a Japanese salary man. Revy's talking mad smack.
If you don't even have the balls to keep up with a woman.
Meanwhile, A-Train's talking to Stillwell. She lets them know that mercenaries are already after them. Then it starts raining grenades in the bar. Smells like freedom. Then they just start shooting everyone in the bar. Revy doesn't even care, she just wants to drink. Rock is freaking out, explosions are going off, Revy's trying to get into the zone. She gets up and starts shooting everyone. This is what got me into crazy bitches at a young age. She's on the dance floor like Chris Breezy on Rihanna. She's enjoying this more than the quiet kid at school. Florida Man pulls up and helps him escape. Revy gives him a farewell present. They finally get on the ship and get a hold of Rock's boss. He lets them know that the disc has a bunch of dark secrets from the company, like the collection of Boku no Pico fan art they have. Then the boss is like, oh, by the way, here's 50k, disappear for a while. Bro's not taking it too well, he's just puking off the deck. His pronouns are attack helicopter. Revy busts out the November finisher. Rock's like, screw this, I'm out. Stay strong, this month is almost over. So they end up getting chased through a river to try to find some cover. My guy's in no rush because he knows there's a dead end. They end up turning around, go full speed at the ship, hits the Fast and the Furious La Familia drift, and launch the torpedoes right at the helicopter. I guess his pronouns were really not that. After all that, they finally get to the exchange. Scarface then sells the disc right back to the company. Ain't that some shit? Afterwards, they call over Rock to go back to work. Oh, hell no. Rock quits on the spot and he's like, I'm just gonna find the One Piece. Mommy, Baklava. Scarface pulls up and offers Rock her services should he need her help. Dutch is on his morning walk, then hops on the phone for a quick booty call. Fujitora pulls up on him and is like, come join me in the Navy. We got lots of seamen. Dutch is like, nah, I can't, it's November. Besides, working independently is way more fun. Fujitora didn't like that. They then get a job to get a package from the Vietnamese army. As they're driving, they get reconned by this guy. Turns out it was just Fujitora. He was the one who gave him a fake job and he's planning on killing him. While they're chilling on the boat, other ships appear out of nowhere. Revy's just like, what is that even supposed to mean? So the ships already pull up and start blasting. They get surrounded again. Revy's already getting excited.
Shinji, crank that soldier boy.
Okay, Oscar.
She runs and jumps over to the next ship and just starts wrecking havoc on it. Call her the chimney because she's got the smoke. Revy's jumping around like Mitoko in a Walmart in Ohio on Rebecca Black's Friday. It's like she's just chilling on vacation. Dutch is sitting there like, I tried to warn you. Revy already destroyed 4 other ships. I think it's time to let this one go. Psych. Fujitoda's trying to escape and restart life as a blind camp counselor. If only life were that easy. Dami Mommy doesn't look too happy. She hits up Dutch and told him that they took care of the problem. Like, really took care of the problem. And then she's like, hey, Dutch, want to hear something cool? The gang is out for another job, but first we get a flashback. We follow a German submarine in World War II. Unlucky for them, their captain kind of sucks at battleships. He must be more of a Connect 4 guy. Safe to say everyone on the submarine's gonna die. There's also a last minute passenger who's transferring a painting, which is what the Lagoon Company's after. Revy and Rock are the ones who dive down while everyone else stays on the ship. Meanwhile, another ship approaches and just starts shooting rockets at them. This forces them to back off and move out of position. Meanwhile, Rock and Revy breach the Krusty Krab. Rock is feeling some type of way for being in this underground cemetery. After some quick detective work, they find the painting. Revy's like, hell yeah, now I'm gonna steal everything else. Above the submarine, we get to take a look at the other ship. It has a lot of neo-German enthusiasts that like to sail the Black Sea. They really want that painting. Revy comes back from looting all the bodies. Rock is like, we shouldn't be doing this. Look at this guy's family. Yo, Revy does not give a fuck. She's just like, Rock, let me tell you a story real quick. I was beaten by the cops, my dad, and everyone else around me. I gave my dad a pack of smokes and put him 6 feet under. Now tell me what's more valuable, my memories or that photo? I'll give you a hint. It's neither. The only thing that's important in life is money. See this skull? I can't buy anything with it. See this metal? That's like 1,000 primo gems. This skull is a thing. The fact that I call you Sperry, cause like the boat shoes, hundreds of frat guys have been inside you, is a thing. Revy didn't display any red flags. It was the entire Soviet parade. Speaking of Axis powers, the German enthusiasts have entered the sub. Revy doesn't even say anything, she just starts unloading on them. Unfortunately, there's scuba equipment's on the other side of the sub. Rock comes back with the gear from the rear, he trips, then loses the painting. German Saitama was like, I'm gonna just head out of here. Revy's on that chase for that booty. She's rising to the surface like Mariah Carey every holiday after her cryo sleep. They got the turrets waiting though. She pops up and they instantly start firing at her. Rock has to drag her down because it's not even Thanksgiving yet. They meet back up with everybody on the ship. Dutch is like, this is bad for business. Let's solve this problem with more violence. They're all set up for their night attack and Revy's hitting her edgelord phase. She's still pissed off at Rock and just smacks his hand away. On the ship, everyone's just having a good time. Just chilling, drinking. This guy walks up and notices something. Oh, he's kind of fucked. Stealth really isn't Revy's style. Revy's out here teaching them how to segregate their limbs from their bodies. She's clearing the whole boat with her two best friends, Elizabeth and Patricia. She's walking around the ship acting like Nemesis. Fake Saitama runs into the armory and tries to stock up. I'm telling you, that saw won't save you. Told you. We got Magic Johnson shooting needles at everybody. It's a little too effective. Revy busts into the captain's area. It was full of civilians, but she really did not care. She is about to murder this man. Luckily, Dutch was there to stop it. They get into some beef outside, but they are professionals and save that for drinking at a bar and abusing the loved ones around them. They both end up going their separate ways. Revy gets jumped by the Kool-Aid man. He whips out his piece and just keeps going on and on over how cool it is. Dude thinks he's Naruto or something. Meanwhile, Dutch found the captain. He talks to the captain's boss. Turns out that guy hired both of them. He was a German officer back in World War II. He's the type of guy to have a formal and casual tiki torch. It's pretty much GG's and Dutch has it in the bag. But Revy wants to play one more game. She throws the captain the gun, then makes a bet on black. Dutch also makes a bet on black.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I'm trying to figure out what the bet's supposed to mean. Huh? Zoro, what are you doing? I think he's just a method actor. Well, the job's done. Dutch sends Rock on a bunch of errands to help mend the relationship between him and Revy. They stop by a strip club to sell some booze. They make a quick pit stop to Balalaika's place to not fail November. Then they go to church. I'm surprised Revy isn't on fire. They're there to get a shipment of, goods. Side note, this nun looks like she should be on Baki. They pretty much have everything except the R137 grenade launcher. Like, how else are you supposed to celebrate Thanksgiving? The reason for that is because another group wants it, and things start getting a little heated. But Rock stays calm for once, and he's like, this tea's pretty good. You know what's even better? Pushing P, which is exactly what the nuns are doing. They turn people into addicts and then save them with the Lord's light. Bass Pro Nun takes a liking to Rock and ends up selling them the gun. While they're eating dinner, Revy's all pissed off and then Rock confronts her. They get into another fight, then Revy tries to shoot him. Like she actually tried to kill this man in broad daylight in front of everybody. At the end of the day, they end up making up. Ah yes, the ship life. Transporting goods, sipping a cold one, and ferrying children to Epstein land. Why is Revy babysitting? She's like the worst person to do this job. Rock ends up babysitting the kid. His name's Garcia Lovelace, and he comes from a predominant family. He was kidnapped by the Colombian cartel. As the two talk, Rock realizes something's up. Rock runs it by Dutch, and Dutch is like, you know what, let's just wait for Balalaika. In the meantime, instead of delivering the kid, let's just stop by the bar. Little did they know the horrors that would await them. This is Garcia's maid. She scares me. In a good way. She's just slowly making her way around town. Excuse me, sir, do you know where I can find that Colombian booger sugar? It's kinda risky, but if you're trying to party, just stop by the Yellow Flag. Just be careful, that place blows up like once a month. Roberta's at the bar and is trying to order some milk. Bartender's like, bitch, make your own. You're at a bar, the beer costs 4 doubloons. Sherry Potter is really fiending for that booger sugar. They finally made it. He had to introduce himself and say his name was Deez.
These what, sir? These nuts!
Mary Poppins is popping off. The gang's at the bar and they're like, oh, I thought you were talking about a different type of maid. Oliver Twist can't believe his eyes. They're shooting at her, but Roberta's got the bullet time on. In order to reach her, you need to target the parade, kind of like the FBI. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. But first, let me sing you a song. It's supercalifragilistic, take this lead and eat shit. I'ma get this kid back and then take you to the foam pit. If you scream loud enough, I might even postpone this. Supercalifragilistic, take this lead and eat shit. Please, for the love of God, stop trying to sing. Yeah, I'd be under the table too. Revy's just trying to grab some more drinks. She screamed and kind of gave away her position. Roberta sees the kid and then gets jealous of Rock. Before she puts him down, Revy interferes. Revy's just like, put the umbrella down or blow his back out. But this guy comes out and tries to hit Roberta from behind. She really wasn't fazed by it, and then the two start going at it. Roberta shoots her load at Revy. Revy gets knocked out. The gang manages to slip out while Roberta's distracted. Garcia's like, take me with you. Roberta's like, is my singing that bad? The cartel realizes who she truly is, and she has a huge bounty on her head. There's no point in hiding it anymore. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Twitter link in the bio below.
And the thing is, she knows I'm broke.
That's one way to promote. The gang drives off, and Roberta just walks out, saying I'm used to the burn. CJ said it best. She's the Terminator. The gang's driving off, and she's already caught up to them. Rock's just like, please subscribe, I don't want to hear any more singing. Roberta starts ramming into them like a white girl in Kentucky. She then grabs Dutch because she's trying to keep the word pass. Luckily, the engine kind of blew up, which is what I used to say to get out of Tinder dates. Roberta just doesn't care about the GTA RP rules. Screw clowns, maids are way scarier. So the hunter exam started and this bitch is running. Hi, I'm Chris Hemsworth and this is my hammer. I don't know why she's shooting when Garcia's in the car. She's going for the high score in Subway Surfer. The car ends up crashing. Somehow her maid outfit stays up. And then she just brushes it off like nothing happened. Revy wakes up from her Cosby nap. The two face off in the gulag since they're both dead inside.
Ready? Go!
While the two are going at it, everyone else is chilling in the car. Yeah, I wouldn't go out there either.
I'm no shrink, but you must have had one fucked up childhood.
If Revy's telling you that, then you kind of got some problems. They're going at it like Neo and Agent Smith from The Matrix, but it ends up being a draw. Before they kill each other, Dami Mommy comes in with her army. She also took care of the Colombian problem. Since there's no reason to fight, everyone's free to go. But Revy is a psycho and she wants to finish her fight. Everyone else is just watching, having a good time, making some bets. Not that type of bet. I bet that I just might fail this month. The fight ends up being a draw. Everybody survived and they're free to go. The gang gets a visit from Mr. Chang. He wants them to deliver this briefcase. It contains a bunch of paperwork that can overthrow a rebellion. During the meeting, some guys pull up and introduce the revolution. Mr. Chang gets double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. The gang slowly makes their way outside the building. Mr. Chang is, he's kind of smooth with it. Everyone makes it outside and Mr. Wang gives them the secret password for their contact. Revy and Rock make it to the island, but they're the only ones to go since the boat was being followed. They end up meeting this guy. He gives the wrong password, then they kidnap Rock. Revy ends up meeting the right people, Steve Irwin and, yeah, I'm not gonna say her name. Rock has his Thanksgiving in Ohio. Revy ends up busting Rock out. I wonder what she's gonna cook. They make it back to the car, but Steve Irwin's higher than your mom's BMI. They're still being chased down. Orochimaru introduces them to Tongue Time with a blade. Revy's peanut butter and jealous because she doesn't get to have fun. Rock is over this. Revy finally gets to channel her inner Laura Croft. They make it back to the base and Revy... Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll never do that again. Mission complete. That's pretty much the end of the first season. Hope you guys had a fun time. Sorry for the delay in videos. I made 2 other videos and they're pretty much done, but I just wasn't happy with them.